Brothers and sisters in humanity and in faith, what is awesome? My name is Muslim Relapsing Gamer, or MRG for short, and the usual necessary disclaimer: I do not represent Islam as a belief system or Muslims in general. I only represent myself, unless clearly and specifically stated, or I'm talking about verifiable facts, historic or scientific. My opinions are my own. And as usual necessary fair warning for this specific game: Fortnite saved the world. The PvE side of Fortnite is that, I usually spend quite a bit of time in the menus adjusting things and thinking about what to do here and there and so on, but I do try to make it as useful to you as possible by sharing tips and my thought processes, like how I think about certain things and so on, and hopefully that will help you make better decisions when you play your own game. My previous stream number 18 ended abruptly because the game froze or crashed. So yeah, I literally just stopped it minutes ago, and I'm just restarting this stream number 19 of Fortnite Save the World. And I just logged in and got this today's rewards, so I'm going to open it, about that, kind of letting you see what's going on.
Oh, grow some veggies, get some loot. All right, let's do this. Yeah, take it on home.
Alright, so I also got a couple of skill points to spend. Last thing I did, so I got this for my soldier, assault rifle and star level 3, and then I got this for the think tank leader. And now finally, what I gotta do at this point is choose between this path or this path for these two squad cards here. So yeah, a few hours ago I was talking about this, and I said that I'm gonna let my subconscious think about it by just staying away from the dilemma or choice for a bit, and then I will return to it when I need to, and I do need to right now, because there is just nothing else to there's no other pressing priority basically. Yeah, everything else is pretty much sorted, and only these two remain as priorities. So I have the option to get them by passing through sniper star level 3, upgrading the supply drop, which will require a 1 skill node from skill tree or skill tier 1, shotgun star level 3, and that's it. Oh, and yeah, and backpack +5. So this is good. I like this. There's no argument there. The sniper rifle, not so sure about. Shotgun also absolutely not sure about. I would have much rather had a pistol here, and maybe that's about it really. And on the other hand, yeah, I don't regret getting offense, and party offense is not so bad. I mean, I wouldn't regret getting it. Both of them are pretty good. Tech is also decent. This I wasn't sure about. It's a bit of a waste really, because as I said, I can always just make sure if my friend, if a teammate needs healing, I can always just stand near them and do the healing. On the other hand, this is definitely not a waste, the backpack space, as far as I'm concerned at least. But the shotgun, supply drop upgrade, and the sniper, these are very questionable. as far as I'm concerned, at least. Although I also said that when I'm like going for farming runs, it actually wouldn't hurt to, you know, get 180 supplies every, what was it, 5 minutes and a half? Yeah, 5 minutes and a half. Get, well, 65, with this upgrade it would be 65 times 3, so basically 190. Yeah, maybe that's not so bad, I guess. It might also help with quick building and stuff. However, I'd have to basically choose it specifically. I'll go here, I'll go for this one. Yeah, the supply drop, I mean, I'll have to go back and get it from tier 1, but yeah, it can come in handy as long as I remember to pick it when I'm in a building run, you know, so something like, you know, tower defense, or I mean building the grid, tower grid, or adding defenses to my storm shield. It would be nice to just get 190 bits of resources just instantly like that. Not a bad option. So I'm gonna go this way, all the way down to hit this one and then get these two. Interesting. Oh, here. All right. And you know these people, when you get rewards for certain missions and it says I don't know, 10 people, 12 people, or whatever, this is, you know, this is used. So on top of the items that you put here. So yeah, you're consuming 5 of those people that you got, and you also have to put like 5 items here. So I don't know, maybe the, yeah, actually no. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, the gray stuff that you find lying around, but yeah, it doesn't work like that. You need to put schematics, not items. So yeah. And yeah, I haven't really watched videos about transformation, so I don't know if the items are consumed. I assumed when I first heard about the feature that they are consumed, that whatever 5 items I put here are just gone. But it could be that they're not gone, and it's just the 5 people that are consumed, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to risk it. Could watch a video though, see how transformation works. So I guess I should probably do that now. So give me just a couple of minutes, find the shortest video possible.
What is going on, guys? It is Daniel back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about transforming in Fortnite and how it works. So if you go ahead and cursor over this, it says transform, fuse unwanted items together to create something new. It's pretty straightforward. So when you come in here, everybody's going to have these 4 here, and then if you haven't used this transform key yet, you will get the hardware weapon transform for a uncommon, okay? Now I have this hero transform schematic because of skills I actually went into. So if you go into your skills and go into research tier 2, you can see that I just beelined it straight down the side of the skill tree to get to allowing transformation of heroes, alright? There's a couple of transform skills in this skill tree. There's heroes, there's lead survivors, there's ranged weapons, there's traps, there's defenders, and there's melee weapons. So you have all of that in this skill tree. Now, I've actually, in any of the other skill trees, I've yet to find any other things on transforming except for the first skill tree where you unlock transforming right here and here. So, back to transforming now. So if I was to double click on this, it gives you this new menu here where you have five empty item slots, and then you have what you need over here. So real quick, if I click on this and I go to my melee weapons, now these ones are all useless ones that I'm never going to use, right? So if I click on this, you can see that it's going to give me a common melee weapon if I transform this. It's going to cost 400 schematic XP, and that's what I'm going to get, and it's also going to cost 50 research points here at the bottom, alright? Now real quick, something to note is that if I hop over to my schematics and go to melee weapons, if I was to, let's say, recycle this guy right here, you can see that I get 400 schematic XP for recycling this. Now, if you came over here to transform, if you were paying attention, you noticed that when I did the exact same thing in here, it gave me that 400 weapon schematic XP. So you don't lose anything from transforming this except for your research points, alright? So real quick, you can see also that you've got your bar here 0 to 16. If I fill this guy up, you can see the numbers on the right are increasing until the point where it's going to max out. It gave me that 400 weapon schematic. You notice that when I did the exact same thing in here, it gave me that 400 weapon schematic XP. So you don't lose. I did the exact same thing in here, it gave me that 400 weapon schematic XP. So you don't lose anything from transforming this except for your research points, alright? So real quick, you can see also that you've got your bar here 0 to 16. If I fill this guy up, you can see the numbers on the right are increasing until the point where it's going to max out when I put in this last one. So I will get a rare melee weapon, 2000 schematic XP, because there's 5 of them, 400 each, and it will cost 500 research points. Now, I don't have those research points, so I can't actually do this transformation right now, but if I did, I would be able to transform these getting the weapon XP into a new rare weapon. Alright? Now, this is only for rare weapons. So if I was to empty this out real quick, please. And if I was to go over that max, which I think was 80, it doesn't matter. So if I was to throw this legendary in here, it still goes to 80. It gives me 56,000 schematic XP because I put a bunch into this, but I still only get a rare melee weapon out of this. Okay, so the highest you can go with these starter transform schematics is rare. You can't go any higher no matter what. All right. Now the only way that you actually can go higher is with transform keys. So right here you have my permanent keys, and that's all of these ones right here, all right? And then you have your consumable keys, and I have only one right now. Now the way that you get these, at least the way that I have found them so far, is that sometimes on your map there will be things that, like every day, will give you a transform key when you finish a certain mission. Depending on how hard the mission is, depends on the rarity of the transform key. You can get epic transform keys, and you can get legendary transform keys. It just depends on what mission it is and how hard the mission is to what transform key you will get. Now when you go onto your map here, and if I look, I don't think there's any today, but you see how this says Hero XP and Pure Drops of Rain? It will have another one that says Transform Key, and it will tell you if it's rare or epic or legendary, so you know before you start the mission that that is what you're going to get for doing that one mission, alright? And that is how you get those Transform Keys, at least what I found so far. Now, one other way that you can get it is actually by upgrading to Ultimate Edition. So, real quick, if you click on this, you can see right at the bottom, if I was to purchase this, you have to have the Limited Edition, and then you get the Ultimate Edition. It gives you 4 Transform Keys if you purchase this. Now, I haven't done that, but if you did, if you really want Transform Keys, it gives you 4 of them. I don't know if it gives you Epic ones, I don't know if it gives you Legendary ones. I'm assuming it's going to give you Epic ones, but I'm not 100% sure on that, okay? Go ahead and jump back here. So, and then also, I am going to do one of these here. So, if you can see here, at the requirements down on the bottom, it is now changed to people because I'm doing a hero here. Now, also, something to note is that this now costs more. So, if I was to put in 5 greens like I did last time, it will not give me my rare hero. It's not enough. It costs way more than that. So, I start filtering out for rare ones to the point where I'm at 160 out of 160, which will give me my rare hero, and it'll give me 3,000 hero XP, but it'll also cost 200 people. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and transform this real quick. Alright, this is the last thing that you'll see here. It says destroy the following valuable items, which is these guys, your requirements down here for your 200 people, and you'll get a rare hero and all your schematic XP. So if I go ahead and confirm this, look at that. I got Ranger, Deadeye, Outlander. Perfect. 3,000 hero XP, all that fun stuff, and this is what you got for it. Alright, now for your consumable keys, once you get an epic and a legendary, I definitely recommend using those consumable keys, but making sure that you put in enough stuff to get the best that you can.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I confirmed that the items are destroyed. The things that you put here are destroyed. And it shows you this, like for example, if I do a test. Then yeah, I want to exchange these, so I'm going to receive a rare survivor and 1000 XP. Okay, and it costs 2 people, but there's something missing. Okay, are you sure this action will destroy the following valuable items? Well, I guess. Okay, I can do this, I guess. So yeah, so I assume this is ordered by rating. So I'm gonna pick the last 5, and let's remember their faces. There's a cook here, there's this girl with glasses, there's this Asian guy with a tattoo on his face, and the baseball cap guy, and then there's this guy that looks has a weird expression in his face. So okay, let's put them here and see. Interesting. So I didn't hit I didn't hit the maximum, so I can't. Yeah, I cannot transfer because I didn't hit the maximum. There's a certain sort of threshold that you have to hit. So if I take him, I mean, or replace him with, let's say her. Okay, that hits the maximum. Okay. Okay, so we will receive a rare lead survivor, 2,350 survivor experience, and it will consume 25 people. So let's see that these guys should disappear, and 25 people should disappear from 632 of total. So let's see. Oh man, I already have the epic version of her. So unlucky. Okay, let's take a look at survivors. And these guys, the followers. Yeah, so I replaced the cook, but then yeah, the others are gone. Indeed, the others are gone. Also for people here, yeah, they're not 632 anymore. They're less. They like 25 taken away from 632. So that's 25 people were consumed for this transaction. Plus the survivors. Plus the survivors that, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, there is this guy here. Okay. I don't know, I wonder if he's a duplicate. And there is this lady here. Okay, I am not quite sure what's going on now. Well, let's see. I've got well, how many? It doesn't tell me how many. I don't know how many are here, so I can't really. I can't really easily see if they reduced in number. I mean. Yeah, so that's her. It's just that she's a dreamer instead of curious. Yeah, and that's not good because I've got plenty of curious guys here who are a match for her. Oh, there is a good point. Okay, yeah, before I do this recycling business, I just realized something. You do receive the experience. So one thing that I can do is the things that I have to recycle because they cannot be placed in the collection book. Yeah, if I'm recycling them anyway, I might as well bring them here and exchange them for something, and hopefully that something will be better. And even if it's not better, I'm still getting the experience that I would be getting by recycling. However, I am paying something, so even if I'm getting that schematic experience or survivor experience or whatever, I am paying people, you know. Yeah, the people here that are consumed, this is something to take into consideration basically. So even if I'm receiving the experience that I would receive from recycling, the payment here would be people from down here. Yeah, in exchange for whatever it is I'm transforming. So given this new data basically, I guess it's not such a bad deal, because at the beginning I thought you were just playing the lottery. You know, I thought you're paying, you're paying five, let's say 5 survivors, and you are not, instead of recycling them, because that I read this basically. It says here, fuse unwanted items together to create something new. Yeah, when I said that I was like, wow, you want me to give you 5 survivors even if they're green, so in the hopes that I get you know, a rare survival that is useful for me? Really? I might as well recycle them, man, and I get guaranteed points. But now it's, you know, well, as you can see, you get this survivor experience by transforming them. But of course you still have the issue, so you're paying the people in the hopes of something that will be useful to you. But as you saw in this example here, the lead survivor that I got, it unfortunately is useless to me. I could have kept her though, because she would boost the sort of experience as you saw. When I add a rare, something rare, it really pushes that bar that you have to fill up. So let's see. Let's use it one more time for one of these things. Yeah, maybe this one. Maybe not the scythe, but this one. Alright, so yeah, I don't have any other green cooks, so let's add him. Just make sure that he will disappear. Okay. 2000. Okay, one thing I want to check is if I recycle, retire, it's 400. 400 times 5 is 2000 indeed, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I get a rare for those uncommons. I pay 5 people and I'm getting the same experience, so yeah, it's a cool deal really. Not so bad. Competitive. And then assault rifle. I think you get the weapon itself, not the schematic, but it says schematic here, so let's see. Yeah, if I knew about this, if I understood this better, I wouldn't have been recycling anyone really, or retiring anyone. I would have just been keeping them. Okay, one thing I can do, I think, because I really don't need that much to push this. Okay, so he... Oh, wow, the defender is worth a lot. Even though he's green, he's worth a lot. Wow, I am able to just use almost this. So interesting. Now if I can level him up, so instead of, you know, adding a rare hero or whatever, one thing I can do is level this guy up. It's just 150. Yeah, and then come here and do this. So he's gonna be here, yeah. And then one defender. This guy. Okay, this is very interesting. The survivor experience got up, but this didn't get up. Okay, let me try something else. Yeah, there are no other green ones who are higher levels, so I'm gonna level him up again. Okay, interesting. So he gives 6, so I'll remember this. Again 6. So it seems it depends on the rarity and maybe nothing else. Yeah, wow, okay. It depends on the rarity and almost nothing else. Okay, so I'm glad at least I realized something, because I've known about transformation obviously, but I didn't really know details. I didn't know like how exactly it works, and it doesn't. Now that I know that you get the experience, it's kind of like recycling, and you're just paying people, the people that you earn from saving survivors and stuff, like missions like that. Whenever you save survivors, you earn these people, and this resource can be spent on transformation. You're paying the people for some sort of schematic, or for a survivor, or even sometimes for a hero. You can get a hero too. Of course, the quality is, so far at least, it's like, you know, rare and stuff like that. But that makes me, if you are getting schematics, then guys, this is not so bad after all. It's just, of course, I don't know how it's going to perform, but it is an assault rifle, and it uses shotgun or slugs. So now I'm wondering, it is consumed in use, but you're getting the schematic. So, you know, why not? Why not get the schematic this way? Of course, it's gonna cost a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to put 5 green survivors and get this. I'm gonna have to sacrifice, you know, pretty serious stuff to get this. So I don't know. Now that I've realized this, I think I'm gonna go for it, guys. If I'm getting the schematic, yeah. Because when I looked at this, I was like, consumed in use, and you're giving me the weapon? Really? Are you crazy? You want me to pay 1,680 seasonal gold for a weapon that will, you know, break after a while? So yeah, it's insane. But now that I understand actually how it works, this is the recipe, guys. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. All right. Yeah, it's a consumable. So, okay. Here goes. So I wanted to. Let's see. Well, one of them. Let's see. Okay, and you also have to spend 200 research points. It's not people anymore you're paying for this, it's research. Okay, this is she gives 8 and you need 500. How on earth am I gonna pay for this? It says down here. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, it says down here how much you get. So okay, that's good. Oh my god, even with 5 rare heroes I can't do it, guys. I cannot do it. This is insane. Even defenders, I'm not gonna do it. God, this is some serious business. Oh, okay, now we're talking. You know, looking at this, okay, I mean, there is hope now, basically, especially because I don't use swords. Okay, now we're talking, okay, yes, I hear you. I hear you. Alright, looking better and better. I like it. Okay, you know why? Because basically I don't need both of these. I'm happy using just one. But which one to sacrifice? So let's take a look at them. Let's compare them actually. Alright, so they use similar materials, except that this the pressure cutter, the hydraulic one, the hydraulic one uses also batteries, which is not a problem. I've got plenty of batteries. This one's gonna change to energy, which will cause affliction and also damage, damages everybody. It's got nice crit chance damage and damage afflicted damage. So yeah, this alright, so this is a bit, this is not so much fast. You see, this is where it gets, this is where it gets really interesting. So this says a slow sword, and this says an extremely fast swing, and yet the attack speed here is 0.8 and the attack speed is 1.15. So this means that you can attack 0.8 times per second. So it takes you more than 1 second to attack again, whereas here you can attack every 1.15 seconds. So you can attack 1.15 times every second. So it takes less than a second to attack again. However, I don't see the difference. This is what 0.20, 0.35. So it is 0.35 attack extra per second. I don't really see that the difference between them is this one is slow and the other is extremely fast. Where is the extreme speed here exactly compared to slowness here? I don't get it. They have the same durability. This one has a higher critical chance, 5% higher critical chance. This one has higher damage. On the other hand, this one has higher DPS. This one has three, almost not exactly, but almost 3 times more stagger, more impact. So this basically can knock down enemies easier than this one. So in a way you're exposed to damage using this one, even though there is higher DPS here, but you're exposed to damage because they can hit you back easier, whereas this one you can knock them down potentially after a few hits and then you're not being hit back by them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one and give this one away. So here it goes, guys. Basically I'm giving this one away. Although remember I had a duplicate of this. I got it from the collection. I got it from the store llama. So there is a chance I might get it again. I already placed it in the collection book. So there is that consideration that it's a hydraulic weapon. So there is a chance I might get it from the storm llama. Whereas this, I might not get it again, ever. it's a legendary sword and hydraulic weapon, so the chances are much more slim. So because of this, I'm actually gonna give this one away. Yeah, you never know. And as you can see, it already pushes me into half of it. So unfortunately, I would have really wished I can give away these two, plus this would be 50, but yeah, I'm gonna be missing 10 if I do this. Yeah, and there is no way to like give the perfect amount here either. You're either gonna go over or under, so yeah, not gonna work. Yeah, okay, it's not gonna work with them either. Yeah, not even in a million years any of these guys. Yeah, it's really annoying the way they designed the numbers. I mean, why not 50? Just get it over with. You said 100 here, so just give me a 50 here, you know what? But you know, they went and had to make it awkward and weird. Look at this, 48. Seriously? You couldn't just put this as 50 and help us out, you know, get something done? Yeah, it's just really annoying. I mean, it's actually also hard to think of anything I want to give away here. There's nothing I want to give away here. I'm happy with all of these. Yeah, I wouldn't actually want to sacrifice any of this anyway. All of them actually are needed. So yeah. This energy weapon, though, as I mentioned before, is the worst energy weapon. It's the worst. I mean, not energy weapon. It's the worst weapon in the game. Period. You know, bar none. It's atrocious, basically, completely horrible. So I wanna give it away, and the only reason I was keeping it is just in case it gets reworked or redesigned, basically. But yeah, I might as well give it away if there's a reason to spend it. Like, well, there is now. And yeah, the lack of it's really annoying. The lack of like a 50, 10, that sort of thing. So if I give this away, I'm done. But I'm wondering if there's another way, like giving more, like giving these two here, and then I would have two more to go to hit 50. I'm happy to give one of those, no problem. And then I would have to give 10. Okay, 10, 8. You know, this is ridiculous, man. The way they put these numbers, it is so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this, get it away, get it over with. So yeah, done. And I get 10,000 schematic experience, and I guess why not. And research points is fine too. Oh, okay, here goes nothing, guys. Oh, thank God, it is the schematic. Hydraulic, a hybrid weapon that fires a tight cluster of pellets with considerably more knockback than an assault rifle, but better range and more focused damage than a shotgun. Okay, fair enough. And this is good. The DPS, definitely good DPS. And this is really nice. 14 crit, plus 14% crit chance, and then extra reload speed. I'm gonna see. Oh man, yeah, energy changes to energy. which is effective against all elementals. I feel lucky, and damage and crit damage. Okay, okay, that was beautiful. That was really beautifully done. Okay, let's see, the reload is 2.7, so yeah, getting it a bit lower would be really nice. Yeah, this is the range of lots of assault rifles, so not so bad. Okay, this magazine size is definitely bad. Fire rate is acceptable. Damage also acceptable, I guess, per damage per slug. And yeah, the components not so bad. It's just the rusty mechanical parts aren't. At least for me, they're not so easy to come by so far, but maybe they'll become easier once I go up levels and stuff. Yeah. Okay, that was a good experience, definitely, and I hope that you also learned something exciting, because I was misleading myself and misleading you before. Not just regarding the transformation, basically feeling how useless transformation is, but also regarding this specific schematic that I just bought. I said, hey, this is consumed in use and it's giving you a weapon. This is like basically a scam. So yeah, guys, it doesn't. Even though it says here, I mean, it is misleading. It says transforms a set of items into the Hydra assault weapon. This is misleading. It's not the weapon, it's the schematic. So yeah, you just saw for yourself. It is the schematic, and that is an awesome deal. If you don't have a legendary weapon at all, shotgun shells are numerous enough. I usually forget to use them, and they're lying on the ground. So yeah, and by the way, they cost the same exact, all bullets cost the same exact resources. There is no expensive bullet or shell or whatever, so it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You can make shells, you can make, or shotgun shells or slugs, you can make light bullets, medium bullets, they all cost the same. So in order to get the best bang for your buck, and the bang here is the damage, and the buck is the resources you're spending to craft ammo, you should actually go definitely go with shotgun shells, because let's prove it now. If we go to armory and check out this, where is it? Oh, here it is. And check out this. Let's compare it. The damage here, 2.7. When it is legendary, so it's going to be unfair to compare it to almost anything else. But let's compare to, for example, where is this? Let's find. Here it is. This first. So yes, I know the comparison is not really fair, because this is rare and this is legendary. But yeah, I mean, how much more can it get? Deadeye. We can actually try to find the Deadeye. The Deadeye is this one, the bolt. So let's see. This is 270. So here it is, the Deadeye. 295. So the legendary from the one that uses heavy bullets is 295. And what's the firing rate on this one? 0.8. 295. .278. So only 17 extra, only 17 extra damage, and this is 2.5, more than 2.5 times faster. So this is one example. And yeah, no other weapon has hope. No other weapon has hope in the game. This one, just at this range, it's not 10,000, but at the range of 3,800, no other weapon has hope per bullet or per hit. So yeah, this one was the only competitor. Nothing else is gonna. Yeah, see, 177. What about something that uses here? This uses slugs. Yeah, this is pretty good, but the firing rate is 1, so 1 time per second. So yeah, but it is very nice to see this. But also also the reload time. Okay, so the reload time, so you got 8 in the magazine, the reload time is 6. I've never seen in the whole game a higher reload time than this. This is insane reload time. I mean, you can take a nap while your gun is reloading basically, and just get back to the game and continue firing. This is pretty much it, you know, this is how the best way I can describe it. So yeah, this is ridiculous, and I would never want to play this with this weapon with this reload time. So, and also the firing rate is pretty slow, so it is definitely a competitor in the sense of in terms of damage, pure damage, but with this reload time it's just unusable, really unusable with this reload time, and this firing rate, just 1 time per second. So yeah, I don't think anything else has hope at this range. Yeah, this range is 5,000, so it's pretty decent range, but nothing else. Yeah, you literally won't find anything else like this. Let's take a look at the pistols. These, you know, the most powerful pistol, the Judge 261. So yeah, this is just a bit lower. Yeah, nothing else here will even come close. Absolutely nothing. So in terms of, you know, yeah, in terms of just raw damage per hit, with an acceptable firing rate, acceptable magazine size, and acceptable reload time, you just can't go wrong with this one. Of course, it is, I mean, I don't want to sell it as the perfect gun, because this is a hydraulic weapon. Let's remember very well that this is a hydraulic weapon, so the recoil, you know, leading to the spread increase in this specific gun could be absolutely atrocious, could be just the worst thing ever, but you know, it remains to be seen. I don't want to level it up, you know, at this point without really seeing how it performs. So I'm gonna go in game and check it out, you know, craft it, and then check out how it performs in the field. At least, you know, check out the accuracy or the recoil, how the recoil works. It's definitely a good change from this one though, you know, 177 damage. So yeah, we're going up from 177 to 278. That is pretty good. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. This has, the slug gun has higher critical chance and higher critical damage. So I find myself wondering, really. Wow. Okay, this is insane. It has higher firing rate. It has slightly higher range. Forget about the durability. It has lower impact. Doesn't matter. Okay, wow. It's the same magazine size. Basically, this slug gun is better. It's rare. It's not even legendary, but it's rare in everything except damage. But I mean, you have to wonder if you're getting 5% more critical hits, and they're doing 25% extra damage, and this is the rare one, and you can fire more per second. And I can say that its recoil is not so bad, it's acceptable. I find myself really wondering, even the range too. This is insane. Let's check out the legendary version of this gun. So where is it? It's gonna be here somewhere. Okay. surely it's not here. It's not a shotgun. Is it? No, it's not. Ah, here it is. Yeah, single shot rifles. There we go. So this is the slug gun. Okay, 210, and everything else is pretty much the same. And the durability is 375. I'm willing to bet this is the same, and the same exact reload speed. Pretty competitive impact here. So yeah, hammer crush. I'm stunned really. 3.510. The same magazine size, more range, durability 375. Yeah, 375. The same reload speed, 2.7, 2.7. Yeah, a bit less impact, but I mean, who cares, man? It does a higher range, it does more firing, and the critical also. This is the thing. You're getting 5% more critical hits, and each one of them is doing 25% extra damage. So he's weird. 736. Yeah. See, the DPS is higher on the other one. Man, this is insane. I mean, it is nice to see that it does a bit more damage, quite a bit more damage. Still, 278 is higher than 210. Yeah, it's 210, but I'm just wondering, this stuff here, critical hit damage. I'm making some calculations here. Yeah, okay. So what I was doing for the past few minutes or so, I was trying to calculate whether 5% 5% of the hits, 5% extra critical hits, which basically give not hit, but in this case. So yeah, so this basically gets 5% extra hits, and each one of those is in total, basically forget about 5% extra critical hits. In total, 10% of your shots with this weapon, so 10% of your shots with this weapon give you extra damage, and that extra damage is 75%. So yeah, see, critical hit damage is the percentage of extra damage dealt by critical hits. So 10% of your shots give 75% extra damage of that 10%. So for example, if we fire 10 shots, the total damage is going to be this multiplied by 10, which is 2107, or about 2100. And 10% of that, 10% of 10 is 1. So 1, and we already know what one shot is. So this one shot is gonna count by itself, but you add 75% of it. So that's just roughly speaking about 150 damage. So you're getting basically you're getting 150 extra damage on top of 2107. So that's basically like you're getting 2250 to 2250, something like that, roughly speaking, very roughly speaking. So this is what this sort of critical damage does. It's not such a big of a deal when you think about it. From 2100 to 220 to 2250, 2250 basically. It's not such a big deal. And when you compare this with the performance of the Hydra, getting this extra damage, even though it's getting 5% less critical hits and the critical hit damage is less, ultimately the Hydra wins. That's my calculations basically say this. The Hydra will ultimately win, will get more damage than the Hammer Crush. So there is that consideration. So the only thing left here, and it also does more impact, so it pushes enemies away, kind of backward. Sorry, I hit the microphone. So yeah, it pushes enemies backward much better. Yeah, as I was saying, the only thing that remains to be seen is how the accuracy is, how more precisely how the recoil works, and does the recoil make it unusable or what? And yeah, and that would remain to be tested in the field. We're finally out of yeah, we're finally out of storm tickets to earn today, so yeah. Yeah, you can see even here. I'm just gonna do this. It's well, it would be nice to actually do something that gives a hero experience, come to think of it. So maybe this. I do like destroy the encampments though, it just means more fighting. So this gives this one gives hero and schematic experience both. So that's nice. This gives a hero and survivor. That's also nice. But it's it's a repair the shelter, so it's cancer basically. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Assault rifle, but what kind of, it doesn't say what kind of rarity is it, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. So yeah, I mean, now that I know how transformation works, I'm kind of excited, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my soldier. He's better with an assault rifle. So maybe my first experience with an assault rifle will be a bit better. Let's see. And now, maybe where's the pistol guy? Here he is. So yeah, that should be fine. Man, it would be really nice if there's something similar that works with assault rifles. That would be amazing. But I don't know if there is such a thing.
Stand by for an important weather alert.
Yeah, first let's let's make that stuff, make that thing. Oh, seriously? I'm out of rusty mechanical parts, man. Oh my god. Again, simple mechanical parts, not rusty. And more simple mechanical parts. I wonder if you have to go to higher maps or something to get rusty.
Shoot it, stab it, or fix it. We got trouble. Landing site spotted. Nice find. Any attacks from the storm's creatures could corrupt the data. You'll want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
Man. And again, I keep getting simple. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that this is lower level? I mean, I thought so, really. I thought so. But look, the simple mechanical parts, you know, are 2 stars, whereas the rusty ones are 1 star. Man, that would be weird if an epic weapon is I mean a legendary weapon is using rusty, and that is like the simplest one. Are they like forcing you to? I can't be, man. Are they forcing you to go to lower level areas just to farm these things? This is insane. Yeah, I'm confused now.
Before I start.
Yeah, it's I confirmed it. It is interestingly enough, apparently my weapon is trash. apparently my Hydra is trash, guys. It's low level, or it's like tier 1 basically. So yeah, it's tier 1, and it needs those rusty mechanical parts. Oh, wait a minute, simple. Okay, so okay, this is good. So if I upgrade this, to beyond level 10, maybe it'll require simple mechanical parts instead of rusty. Okay, good stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this mission.
Watch it!
Yeah, okay, so remember this, you see, because this weapon is level 14, it's using simple mechanical parts, which I have plenty of, and they drop in Plankerton. This one, because it's level 1, it's using rusty mechanical parts, and these mainly drop in Stonewood. So I would have to go back to Stonewood, you know, the first zone that I was in, basically, in order to farm these rusty mechanical parts. So I have to basically, you know, upgrade this Hydra to be able to use my currently available mechanical parts. And this is something to consider before upgrading weapons, basically. yeah, before upgrading weapons to the next, 10 level, I don't know, level 11 or whatever, just be aware that you might need to upgrade. You might also need to upgrade the whatever, resources, materials are used to create the weapon. Yeah, you might end up, if you're not already in the next zone, you might end up running out of them, basically not being able to have the enough materials to craft the weapon again after it is destroyed.
The balloon has landed. Defend that data.
Let's go.
Sorry, can't.
Stay in the fight. File successfully retrieved.
Okay, I'm definitely a noob. I saw this building, I saw this defense point, and I thought, okay, here's the mission. I started repairing and wasting my mats on repairing some guy who was an old abandoned structure.
Another file.
Nice jackpot. Too bad I'm already full.
Not possible.
File successfully retrieved.
Need to take 5. You sure about this?
Data's looking good. Getting reports that your fort has uninvited guests. Go 86 them! File successfully retrieved.
They didn't even, can you believe this? They didn't even put a ceiling on a file, retrieve the file mission. Unbelievable.
Data's looking good.
I mean, all it would take is just one placed one placed projectile from the, yeah, this one basically.
Another file. just getting beat up.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
Trial successfully retrieved.
Wow! You take an amazing...
We lost a file.
I mean, why
Data's
did...
looking good.
I guess they built it before it dropped, but you know, still it's not an excuse to do this waste.
Not possible.
It's such a waste, you know. Look at the size of this thing, and all they needed is just one small box, reinforced properly, and that's it. It would have been done, man.
Sorry. Can't.
Trial successfully retrieved.
Nope. Watch the flying heads!
The fort is falling. Another file.
Sorry. Can't.
Trial successfully retrieved.
Not possible.
Stop. Data's looking good. You collected some of the files. All right. Praiseworthy job, Commander. So, good job. The data you collected will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
Right, let's check it out. So it's a one-time thing, transforms a set of items into a random assault weapon. consumed when used. Can create up to a rare item. Okay, I guess I'm mildly interested. I mean, you get a schematic. It is temporary, but you do get a schematic, so it requires 80. So maybe these two, or some of these guys. So yeah, I'll leave them for when they're actually needed. And research again. Yeah, I don't really like it. Yeah, I know which one. This is the burst rifle. Yeah, the burst rifle. Burst, an assault rifle that fires tight bursts that allow for precise targeting in mobile mid-range engagements. Deals good damage but consumes its magazine very quickly, and it is true. It is true. It's an ammo beast. And yeah, the range is okay, but yeah, generally speaking, I mean, this is also nice to have less recoil on this one since it's burst, but it's just too much ammo. Man, I would have loved this one. This is the double shot. It's up to rare. Okay, so that's why it was impossible to get this. But even this, if I got this, I would have been happy. The breacher, I would have been very happy with that. Yeah, well. Maybe there will be another chance for, you know, this reward. Trap, yeah, okay, it's gonna be useful, but I'm not in the mood now. This gives extra hero experience, might be worth it. So yeah, as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm checking the timed, you know, any timed rewards for these. So yeah, so something like this, extra hero experience. Of course, this is repairs the shelter. I do not do this mission. This is very nice extra, but as you can see, it's like, yeah, it's a bit it's a bit above my pay grade. My current pay grade is. So which one gave schematic and hero? This one is hero and survivor, schematic and survivor. If one gives hero and schematic, that would be really nice. Yeah, the only combination I see so far is hero and survivor, not hero and schematic, which is a shame. Anyway, before going into this, I wanna sort out this Hydra. I don't know if I have enough to push it to 11. I think I have to push it to 11 though, in order for it to start using simple parts. We'll see. Yeah, you see, it's 10 now, and it's still using Rusty. So I have to evolve. And yeah, it's okay except for the schematic experience. I'm getting concerned now. Ah, thank God, look at this. How lucky is that? Oh, okay, I don't even need to level up anymore. It's already simple, so thank God. So as soon as you evolve it, it goes up to the next. Yeah, you see, the copper ore moved to silver ore, and whatever this was, let's see. I can find active power cell. Okay, so it is using active power cell and blast powder. Active power. Yeah, so this remains the same. Blast powder remains the same. It's just that mechanical parts get upgraded and the ore gets upgraded too. And this is not the damage yeah, this is not the damage I remember at all. This is insane. Yeah, this is the damage I remember. 372. And now that it's level 10, it's doing this. Is this like close to... It kind, well, yeah, this has got a long way to go to 10. It's probably gonna be even more than this. But yeah, with the fire rating, the magazine of the Hydra, and the reload, you know, yeah, it's got its reloads. Oh yeah, see, the reload is 1.8 now, so because of this buff. So this is very nice reload for a gun that uses slugs or, you know, shotgun shells. And hey, a minute, wait a minute, the critical hit chance is improved. It went up from 5% to 19%. That is insane. It's pretty awesome to see these things. So yeah, the damage is pretty acceptable now. Let's see how it performs. So yeah, which one? It was somewhere here, I think. Wait, yeah, this one. No, not this one. This one. Yep, this one's got hero and survivor experience. So let's do it.
Stand by for an important weather alert.
And let's do it.
Lars is standing by to gather storm intel, Commander. Let's launch that van.
Fill her up if you'd be so kind. I need to get back up in those clouds.
Don't.
We're
Oh,
headed your
God.
way. Make sure to collect any blue glow you see.
Oh man. Now I have a duplicate. Well, I guess I'll need it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, cool. So just a little bit of wood, all good now. And then a bit of metal, I don't know. I think we're in the grasslands. We're in the boonies, guys. We're in the boonies, so no, I'm probably not gonna find. Maybe in the caves. We're gonna find some metal in the boonies. Here, check it out. Oh, okay, this is stone too. So yeah, even the caves in the boonies. Now we're talking. So yeah, this is another tip to remember. If you're out in the boonies, look for caves. You might get lucky, get some metal. If you're looking for metal, I mean, if you must get metal in the boonies, then that's it. Sweet metal here. Oh, check it out! We got a crystal. Yeah, and if you're trying to hit something like that and it's not working, just jump and then start aiming for the blue. Yeah, for this basically charging thing. Someone already located it. Yeah, let's.
You sure about this?
Yeah. Let's test it.
No.
So far acceptable, but more testing required. Also note that I am in an equal level zone.
Nope. Here they come! Keep up the good work.
Give me metal, dude, give me metal. Also, the way it sounds when you shoot with it, at least for me, it sounds like it's doing a double shot burst shot, like it shoots 2 shots, but it doesn't. If yes, I was saying, if you see, like when I hold the weapon like this towards the right, the bottom right, you can see the total ammo and the magazine. So again, take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen, the area just above the weapon icons. it shows up the number. So you can see the total number of slugs I have is 710, and the current slugs in the magazine are 10 of them. There's 10 of them, and when I shoot once, what's remaining is not 9. It's not going to be 8. If you were shooting double shots of sorts, you would be consuming 8. But yeah, it's not how it works. It just sounds like it, at least to me, and I just wanted to make sure if it sounds that way to you.
One of our drones has taken damage. We can't let the husks destroy the drone. Head to the crash site.
I admire your enthusiasm.
So yeah, take a look at the remaining. Yeah, the remaining in the magazine once I go shooty with it a bit.
Sorry, can't. Little builders.
It's coming in for a crash landing. We need to salvage what we can from that drone. Activate the drone to begin. Our fort's under attack? We've got husks. Defend the drone.
You're gonna hate this!
You'll want to get help for this one. It's pretty rough.
Sorry. Use a hand.
Wow, man, that was intense.
Back on top.
Could have probably done it if I had time to upgrade to the second upgrade of these walls. I could have probably had time. I mean, I could have probably done it. But yeah, I was just too distracted by standing near the wall and stuff, near the box itself.